This is my review on Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 21, which was the last episode. Obviously, Episode 22 is coming out today, and for us in the UK, it'll be coming out tomorrow, Monday. I'm glad that Trinity is telling Anaya the facts of life because Anaya is being silly with her decisions. That's the nicest way to put it. She's moving dumb with her decisions over a man that's not moving dumb over her. I'm not saying two delusional people is the best case scenario here, but I just mean she needs to be open with her options. Kenzie loves a love triangle. She needs to stop wasting Gal's time as well and just go with Dylan because Dylan is the person for her at this moment in time. Sincere needs to move on as well. He keeps being toxic with him and Melanie. Melanie is also toxic as well, don't get me wrong, but I just mean because the scene specifically was about Sincere talking about, I think, Amora at the time. So I'm just like, go with her. Anything but Melanie. And Melanie, anything but Sincere, please. I agree with what Jen is saying. Jen is being a realist here. Kenzie likes the attention she's getting from both men. It's not like she's interested in Gal at all. She just likes that two people are interested in her at the same time. The same thing happened beforehand with Corbin and Caleb as well. She just likes it. Then obviously she'll end up picking someone eventually, yes. But just know, Kenzie, you're not touching that 100k either. I think Anaya needs to stay with Carl. Jen kind of shocked me with her decision to go with Gal because I was expecting her to go with the other guy that she was chatting to, but I don't know if that was who she was really feeling in the end though, but we'll see how that goes up. Well, how that goes, sorry, my bad. Then Caleb recoupled with Jaden, and then Kenzie recoupled with Dylan as well. I'm glad that Kenzie actually ended up recoupling with the right person. Obviously, Gal was already taken anyway by Jen, but still. I'm so glad the women started jumping Corbin because that's what he deserves as well. And if when movie night comes out as well, they're gonna see how he was really talking wicked in Casa and more, and how he was talking to the other guys as well, especially Casey, because he felt comfortable talking crap. Parmesan was moving like a bird trying to defend me. You don't know him like I do. You don't know him like I do. You've known him for 3 days. Let's relax, babes. Kato's up next now. She decides to stay with Zach and not couple up with anyone else. And then Zach also decides to stay with her. I'm not sure if this is because the racist woman was sent home or if Zach would actually have stayed just with Kato on his own. Who knows? But obviously that we'll never know, obviously, because that woman was removed out of the villa. And obviously when some people who have not some people, everyone that basically gets removed for being racist never gets invited to the Love Island reunion anyway, so we'll never know her side of the story. We probably don't want to hear her side of the story anyway. She's obviously made a TikTok recently talking about she apologized for her racist action. She didn't say the word anymore. Anymore was enough for me to know that you're currently still saying the word, but you're just saying it behind closed doors, probably on a private story or something else. But my point is, we'll never know what happened between them two. Melanie's up next, and the speech she was giving everything, I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, she's got to choose Corey, because they had the date. He actually did a date for her, since he never done a date for her like that. He's never been thoughtful like that with her and everything. And then she decides to make the dumb decision to stay with Sincere for no reason. I don't know why. And she keeps giving him multiple chances for him to play in her face. He walks in, he doesn't walk in with Amora either, so I'm confused as to why he didn't do that after the way he was talking as well after 3 days. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, that was just weird for me because then she gave Corey a speech saying, "Oh, you're everything I wanted, but I'm still gonna go with Sincere." What was the point of saying that speech if you're gonna go with Sincere? Should just shut your mouth. Then Sincere coming in with that tired ass, just save the, and then also it didn't eat as well when she thought it did when she was talking about, oh, Sincere, don't keep playing me, don't do this, whatever wording it was. I don't know verbatim what she said. But her making that speech made no sense, especially if you're going to stay with him and let him continue playing in your face like he has for the past 3 weeks. And again, why are you with Sincere when you have the choice to leave? Because the way her speech was with Sincere is like she is, bonded with him till thy kingdom come, and it's not even like that at all. But Trinity, sorry, it was funny when she was clocking some of their tea. Not Melanie, but she was clocking, I don't know who it was, tea, and then obviously Parmesan was talking as well. And again, I don't know why Parmesan was really defending the guys. That's what I mean with the birds. Too many birds on the ground, not enough in the sky. Because what are you doing? Because they're going to play you in your face and you're going to make excuse for them for playing in your face as well. For what reason? So Trinity is now up next, and she decides to not couple up with anyone from Custom or any of the new guys. She decides to stay with Bryce. Bryce walks in and stays. He didn't walk in with anyone, sorry, that was it. And then he starts running to her because he's really excited. And what a coincidence as well, they're both wearing yellow. I was like, my winners, winner, chicken dinner. Because that 100k is going in their pocket, 100%. I'm also really happy that Bryce was finally showing more emotion as well, because I feel like as the episodes go and progress, we get to see more of his feelings as well, the way he was opening up and talking about Trinity and how he was yearning for her as well, and also missing her. So hopefully within the last, I don't know how many weeks there is of the show, that we get to see more of that as well, especially when it comes to, is it family day, when they come into the villa or when they're doing a Zoom call, whatever. So now it's Anaya's turn, and she decides, what my thing is, I wanted her to stop being a clown and just go with Carl at this point, but she decides to piss me off and decides to go with with Casey still. Making a whole speech about Casey. I'm thinking, let him play in your face. But why don't we just get the pie out now and slap in your face? Because what was going on there? What was going on there? Put the clown makeup on. So he walks in now with TT. I'm TT. Well, Tiara, sorry, from Casa Amor. And then when Casey walks in now and everything, it just seems like he doesn't care. Naya's crying now, whatever. His face blanks there. Because again, he's doing this as a payback thing. And I feel like this is weird. All because he wasn't picked. Like moving like one, pick me, BITCH, please. Then just everyone is getting onto Casey at this point, and it's valid as well because Casey deserves that. The way he was playing with Anaya's emotions, it's insane. Then Casey comes with, oh, nobody picked me when Anaya's been picking him. All because you weren't picked because you lied about liking plants or whatever it was because you want to be quirky. Should have been yourself. If you were yourself, you would have been picked. And now you're going home. Now the Uber's outside. Don't you worry. You'll get picked up from the airport. You get picked up by that cab to take you home. What really annoyed me though was the fact that Casey tried to victimize himself during the episode, talk about, oh, no one picked me and this and that and this is why I did it for myself. Bear in mind, nobody had a pew pew to your head to tell you to pick Anaya. You kept choosing Anaya when you had the choice to leave. Every time you're complaining, but you could have said, you know what, yeah, I'm not feeling this, I want to explore new bombshells that come in. You didn't say any of that. You kept reassuring her, then going behind her back to do other stuff, snaky stuff. I'm glad, not Casey, I'm glad Trinity is calling out Casey though about his behaviour. But from what I saw on Isaiah J's video, she got this wrong. It was a bit of Chinese whispers that have gone wrong because the story wasn't relayed properly, and that's why the backlash isn't valid in regards to what Casey is getting. With the situation with Tiara though, she needs to shut up. He is a grown man, as Anaya said as well. He can speak for himself. So I don't know why they're making out like Casey is vulnerable or something where he can't advocate for himself when he's advocated for himself enough times. He was advocating for himself when he was grabbing bum, grabbing waist, all the other stuff in the villa. So why now is he, so quiet for? I don't understand. Tiara has been watching too much South Central baddies, too much baddies in general. Like, you're watching too many of these trash reality TV shows. Because why do you think it's okay to basically ask someone to square up with you? You want to fight someone over this, over a man you've known for 3 days. This is embarrassing behaviour. Like, this is actually so shameful to the point where you should feel embarrassed about, I'm TT, you're a little girl, you're this and that, you're trying to pick at her, but you'll be going home in the Uber too with Casey. Don't you worry. You won't even have to think about the 100k. You're going to have to go back to your day job. Then Casey's trying to justify his tight-ass South Central love story to Ariana Maddox or anyone that would listen, because I wasn't listening to anything he was saying. And he's talking about, oh, they're both from LA, so they were this, that, whatever. Okay, and you both will go back to LA the next time voting is around the corner. After this voting that we had, where they suggested that basically we can vote back in one boy and one girl from Casa Amor. So don't you worry, Casey. You'll be going home soon. You won't be there too long, so you can do that love story back in LA. I felt so bad for Anaya though, because I feel like she just kept trying to the point where, I think that obviously this is the end of the road. Hopefully this is the end of the road with her and Casey. She didn't need to do no more begging, whatever. And I respect Melanie as well for telling her not to cry in front of him, because that's what he wanted. He wanted her to break down in tears. And I feel like Casey was kind of low-key jealous of her, if I'm honest. When she talked about her family life and how it was all structured compared to him having to work as a CN or something, some sort of nurse or carer or whatever it was, compared to her lifestyle, where it's more family-orientated and she has a future. Not saying that Casey doesn't have a future, but his future wasn't looking too bright compared to Anaya. And she obviously would bring out the better of him in regards to actually wanting to progress or do better for yourself in life, compared to Tiara's career is a nanny and a model, from my understanding. And that isn't necessarily something that's going to help you keep getting up the corporate ladder in a sense. So that would have been more stagnant for you. And maybe that's what he wanted. He didn't want to progress any further and stuff. And then obviously going on Love Island can get you opportunities anyway though. But would he have actually, tried to hit like a certain trajectory in his own career if it wasn't for Love Island or anything else? And obviously you can tell the regret in Anaya's face when that whole thing happened as well, because obviously Carl was there. Carl was even crying for her as well. You can tell Carl really liked her. And I just hope that, Carl is voted back in and she can get the happy ending she wants, because, yeah.